Pay close attention to this video. A woman answers the door and greets a lady. The lady then asks who she was, and the woman says she was the maid. The lady then says that she knew her daughter was fine, but that she didn't know she had a maid. She said that she was happy about that and then hands her bag to the woman saying that she was very tired and goes into the house. The woman gets mad about that, but she doesn't say anything. The lady then enters the house and greets her daughter. She hugs her daughter and asks what she had done to her hair, because she didn't like it. She then says that her daughter was very thin and that she should take better care of her body, because there were people there who could try to steal her husband. She then says that her daughter should take better care of her house, as her daughter was very strange. She then goes to a man who was there and says that he was fine, but the daughter tells her to stop that. The daughter then says that her mother must be very hungry and then asks the woman to go to the kitchen and prepare something for them to eat. The lady then asks why her daughter is saying that and then says that she should order the maid and I didn't ask her. Later, the woman was setting the table and then the lady asks her daughter how she met her husband. They then end up saying different things, but the man manages to get around the situation and says that they had met in a coffee shop near a park. The lady then asks whose child it was and then the woman says that she was the daughter of the man's last marriage. She then says that she loved the child very much and that she cared for her as if she were her own daughter. The lady then says that normally parents would always want the best for their child, but that the child's mother must be very concerned about other things. She said that she knew how her mother was worried but that she couldn't say as she had a child there. At that moment, the lady takes a bite of a cookie that was on the table, and then she says that it was very bad. She then hands it to the woman and tells her to take it away. The woman then asks what she should do with it and then the lady says she should throw it away. The woman then apologizes to the lady and asks if she wanted anything. The lady then asks the woman if that was what she cooked and asks if she had the courage to do that for her. She then tells the woman to go away and not come back. When the woman leaves, the daughter gets up and goes after her. The lady asks where her daughter was going and she says she would teach the woman some things. The lady then congratulates her daughter on her attitude. She then goes to where the woman was and she apologizes to her for everything that happened. The woman then says that she should have known better than to bring her mother over, but the daughter says that she would soon be leaving. The woman, then, is surprised by that and says that she should send her mother away, because, although she liked him there, her mother was not a pleasant person. She then asks the woman to be more patient with her mother, because soon she would get better and everything would be fine between them. The woman then asks her to send her mother away, but she says that she would leave soon. She then asks how long her mother would stay and she says that some days the woman says she couldn't take it. She would tell the truth to her mother, but she asks the woman not to do that. The lady then asks her daughter what she was doing. She then says that she was just teaching her maid good manners, and then she sits down. The lady then says that she was talking to her daughter's husband and says that she was impressed with the life her daughter was leading. She said her daughter had a wonderful husband and an amazing daughter. She said that her daughter even had a maid who could even try to catch her husband, but that her husband would not do that. The daughter then says that her husband would never do anything bad to his wife, and then the lady asks them to take a picture together. They then pose for a photo, but the lady asks them to kiss. This takes them all by surprise, and then, the lady says it was a natural thing for couples to kiss. She then asks if they were hiding something from her, but the daughter says that she wasn't hiding anything from her mother. She then says she wasn't hiding anything, then the lady asks them to kiss. The girl says that she wanted to see that happen, then encourages them to kiss. When they were going to kiss, the woman throws a glass on the floor. This makes the lady furious, and she asks how she can spoil a beautiful moment between her family. She then tells the maid to go away. That's when she screwed up. The woman then thinks about how stressful those days are going to be. The lady then thinks about how the woman would no longer stay in that house. Later, the daughter was apologizing to the woman. She said she didn't know that would happen, but the woman says she should have known, as her mother was very inconvenient. She then says that the daughter should have told them the truth, and then the man asks what she was talking about. She says that her mother would stay with them for 3 days, and then the woman starts saying that she couldn't stand it. The man then says it wasn't what they had agreed, and then the woman says she should have told them before she invited her mother. The woman then starts saying that she couldn't take it. Her maid's mother stayed there for so long, but the maid says that her mother would leave soon and that everything would be all right. The woman then says that she could try to hold on. She then says that she was already tired of that situation and that she was already tired of wearing that uniform. The employee then apologizes to her boss, but the woman says that she couldn't take it anymore and that she should do something about it. She said she couldn't take it anymore and wanted it to be over. The man then asks his wife to be more patient, but the woman says she couldn't be more patient because she was wearing that uniform and was being humiliated. She then tells her daughter to stop trying to encourage the lady. The man then says that his wife should have more patience, as their maid's mother was very difficult to deal with, and that they should support their maid. The woman then. Some time passes, and the lady throws water on the floor on purpose. This makes the woman very angry, and so she tells the lady to stop it. The lady says that she should behave more like a woman. She says that she just wanted the lady to cooperate with her a little. The lady then asks what she was talking about, and the woman says that all she wanted was for the lady to stop doing that and cooperate with her a little. She says that she wishes the lady would stop humiliating her so much. The lady then says that she didn't know she felt that way, but that she didn't care, because her daughter paid her to do whatever they wanted. This makes the woman very angry, and then the lady asks what she wanted to talk about. The woman then says that her daughter was a completely different person from her, as she was a very polite person. The lady then says that she had raised her daughter to be just like her. She then says that her daughter had spoiled her maid and that she was going to have a talk with her, as that was not the way to deal with a maid. She then says that the maid was very disrespectful to her, and then she says that she would get her daughter to fire her soon. The lady then pulls out a watch and says she has an idea. At that moment, the woman passes by her and the lady asks where she was going. She then says that the maid always started a job but never finished and that she should focus on that. The woman then says that she was going to leave, as she needed to think about some matters and that she didn't want to stay there at that moment. Later, she meets her husband and the lady films everything. Meanwhile, the woman was telling her husband that she couldn't take it anymore. The lady then asks the girl if she had seen that happening. The man then tells the woman that they should put up with that situation, because they really liked the maid they had. The woman then starts to tell her husband that she couldn't take that situation anymore and that it was stressing her out a lot, because the lady was a very difficult person to deal with. The girl then tells the lady that the woman and the man were in love. The woman then says that she knew the lady would do anything to get what she wanted. The lady then says that she felt very sorry for the girl, as she thought that her father having a mistress was normal. She said she felt very sorry for the girl. The man then tells the woman that the lady was just a very difficult person to deal with, but the woman says that it looked like the lady was plotting something against her. The man then says that his wife should wait a little longer, because soon the lady would leave and everything would be back to normal. Later, the maid of these stares, and then her mother says that she was very late. She said she needed to talk to her daughter, and so she asks what her mother wanted to talk about. She then says that she really needed to talk to her daughter, and then the daughter asks if her mother was leaving. The lady then says that that was the moment when her daughter would really need her help, and then shows her daughter what she had recorded. The maid, then, is uncomfortable with that, and then her mother asks if she was okay. She said that she knew it was difficult, but that she needed to show her daughter. She then says that she had warned her daughter about this, and then says that she should be more careful with her maid. The lady then said that, despite everything, the maid had taken her watch. The daughter then says that it must have been a misunderstanding, but her mother says that she had seen it and that it was not a misunderstanding. At that moment, the man arrives together with the woman, so the lady says that they should tell her daughter what was going on. The man said he didn't know what was going on, and then the lady says they should tell soon, but the woman says she didn't have anything to tell. The lady then starts to tell the woman that she should be ashamed of that and that she should tell her daughter soon what she was doing with her husband. She then says that the woman should be ashamed of that, because her daughter's daughter was there and that she shouldn't see that. The man then asks his daughter to leave, as they needed to talk. The woman then tells the lady that she should stop talking to her that way, and then the lady says that she already told the woman not to talk to her that way. She then asks the woman to show her what was in her pockets, and then tells her daughter that she should do something about it. She then says that her daughter is the owner of that house, and that she shouldn't let the woman treat her that way. She said that her daughter was raised to be a very nice person, but that she shouldn't let other people talk to her that way. At that moment, the daughter tells her mother to stop it. She then said that she needed to talk to her mother and says that all that was actually her from the woman. She then says that when she arrived in that city, everyone treated her very badly, but that the only person who treated her well was the woman. This makes the lady very surprised, and then she asks if she had lied about everything. The maid even says that she had lied to her mother as she was afraid of what she might think about what she was doing. The lady then says that she was very ashamed of what her daughter had done and that she was embarrassing her. The woman then tells the lady to stop that and says she was very grateful to have found the maid. She says that her maid was an excellent person and that she was worthy of respect, unlike her mother. She then says that if the lady wasn't happy to have her daughter in her life, she was being a bad mother, but that they were very happy and grateful to have the maid in their lives. The lady then says that it was easy for the woman to say she was happy, as she was very rich and had everything she wanted. The woman then takes a deep breath and says that since she was a very decent person, she would not yell at the lady. The maid then tries to talk to the woman, but she says that it was not necessary for her to say anything. She says that, after everything that had happened there, she understood everything that had happened between her and her mother,